Hi everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I hope you have a great day ahead. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Firas Rida, Senior Lecturer in the Chemical Engineering Department, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Muscat University. And I would like to thank you for joining our webinar series to let you know about the programs we are offering and what advantages those programs will bring into your life and your future career. I will talk about the chemical engineering and technology, and I will go through slides we have. I will go through departments and programs we have in the faculty, and hopefully you will find yourself interested in any of those programs that will be a great solid ground for your future career. But before I talk about the programs in our faculty, let me talk a little bit about the energy sector in Oman. And in a wider sentence about the industry sector also in Oman, where the chemical engineering comes into this story. Now, Oman is developing in a very fast rate, and that has been acknowledged worldwide. And there is a big attention now going into the energy sector. And when we say energy sector, we are talking about all type of energies. And energy here, we are talking about the taqa, majal al-taqa. So here we are talking about oil, we are talking about gas, we are talking about solar energy, we are talking about wind energy, we are talking about wave energy, we are talking about all types of energy. And now there is a great attention globally about energy sector. And this is what's gonna be the key point, the milestone for the future, at least for the few decades coming. We know that we have been living with a standard type of energy, electricity coming from burning fossil fuel. احنا نستخدم الطاقة الكهربائية اللي تجينا من محطات الطاقة الكهربائية اللي بتحرق غازولين أو تحرق الوقود الأحفوري، غازولين أو ديزل أو في بعض الدول فحم وإلى آخره. But this is part of the problem, because this is now considered as dirty fuel. Why dirty fuel? Because it has pollution to the environment. فيها مصادر تلوث البيئة. And now there is a big attention to the pollution and global warming, الاحتباس الحراري, and the pollution of environment. From there, we started talking about one of the sources that polluting the environment is the energy. And that energy, the sources of energy, of fuel used for generating energy. And that now becomes the point. So all attention now coming to the energy sector. Energy in Oman has been receiving a great attention over the last decades. And the attention is increasing in the future as well. Now, we want to develop the energy sector in Oman. And according to the vision of 2040 in the Sultanate, that sources of energy need to be increased and moving more toward green energy, الطاقة الخضراء. And why we call it green? Because it has less pollution to the environment. قليلة تلوث للبيئة. ما تلوث البيئة بالطريقة اللي احنا نشوفها مع الوقود التقليدي اللي هو بنزين أو ديزل أو إلى آخره أو فحم وإلى آخره. Now in Oman, what we have multiple great projects to generate clean energy or green energy We have oil, we have gas, and those called the fossil fuel, الوقود الأحفوري. But those have emissions. Those have انبعاثات غازات إلى الجو اللي تلوث الجو. So the vision of the Sultanate of Oman is to go to clean energy, طاقة نظيفة. And that is big part of our vision and mission at Muscat University. Now in Oman, what we have multiple solar power plants. محطات الطاقة الشمسية. And probably you have heard about that. We call it farms, solar farms, مزارع طاقة شمسية. هذه المساحات الواسعة اللي فيها ألواح طاقة شمسية to generate power. And this is a clean power. You don't pollute the environment with it. So you get a clean energy out of those solar farms. Now in the Sultanate, there is big projects going on, mainly two major projects to generate solar energy through the implementation of solar panels in big wide farms. So this is the one of the main source of a clean energy. We call it renewable energy. In addition, probably you have noticed through these years that there is wind. في رياح. هذه الريح كان ممكن أن تكون مصدر من مصادر الطاقة النظيفة, green energy. And that is why Oman is going to have one of the large-scale wind power plant just to generate clean, green energy from wind. And all these major plants are in progress in Oman. And soon, inshallah, they will be in operation mode. So we can summarize this story by saying that there is almost 35 مشروع طاقة متجددة أو طاقة نظيفة في عمان هذه الأيام. Either at different stages, في مراحل مختلفة, either now under planning and designing, or under construction, or in the stage of commissioning, or already in operation. So as you can see, there is a big attention going to the energy sector in Oman. And I may easily say globally as well. So energy vision in Oman focuses on several key points. Either we are talking about diversified sources of energy and rationalized consumption to achieve energy security. What does that mean? تعدد مصادر الطاقة. يعني ممكن احنا نقول الحين مصادر الطاقة هي النفط والغاز. About 95% of power station in Oman running with natural gas. And the rest 5% about diesel and gasoline and other sources of energy. يعني محطات الطاقة اللي موجودة في عمان هذه الطاقة الكهربائية اللي عندنا في منازلنا في بيوتنا وفي محلاتنا هذه تأتي من محطات طاقة كهربائية، وهذه المحطات الطاقة الكهربائية تستخدم الغاز الطبيعي لإنتاج الطاقة. نحرق الغاز الطبيعي ينتج لنا حرارة ومن ثم تولد الطاقة الكهربائية. هذه الطاقة اللي احنا نستخدمها في بيوتنا. بس هذه this uses fossil fuel. When we burn natural gas من نحرق الغاز الطبيعي بننتج ثاني أكسيد الكربون، وهذا ملوث للبيئة. في بعض الدول الأخرى they use coal فحم، والفحم ملوث أكثر للبيئة. في بعض الدول يستخدمون الديزل، وقود الديزل إذا كنتم سامعين فيه، and ملوث كبير للبيئة. فالفكرة إنه الحين في عمان نحب نعدد أو ننوع مصادر الطاقة وباتجاه أكثر باتجاه الطاقة النظيفة. وكذلك to use الطاقة في استخدام الطاقة بشكل واعي حتى نضمن مصدر طاقة مستمر وأمين. ما في يوم من الأيام we wake up and we say oh we don't have energy today. فنستخدم مصادر الطاقة بشكل واعي وعند الحاجة وفي الأماكن التي نحتاج فيها الطاقة. كذلك part of the vision of Oman, point 2, is to move towards green or clean energy. وهذا يتضمن بناء مصادر طاقة نظيفة. As I mentioned that we are using oil and gas to produce energy at the moment, and we are gradually moving toward different source of energy. And those are the clean, green energy sources. And one of them, as we said, is the renewable energy. And when we said the word renewable energy sources, we mean wind, we mean solar, طاقة الرياح، الطاقة الشمسية، أمواج المياه، حتى المواد العضوية البايوماس. We can call it as renewable energy. So what we are planning here, according to Oman vision, that by 2030 يعني بحدود 8 سنوات تقريبا من الحين, the hope is that 20% of electricity used in our society comes from renewable energy sources. 20% من الطاقة اللي راح نستخدمها في عام 2030, 20% من هذه الطاقة راح تكون قادمة من مصدر renewable energy, الطاقة المتجددة, اللي قد تكون طاقة الرياح أو طاقة الشمسية أو طاقة thermal geothermal sources اللي هي خزانات المياه الجيولوجية الحارة اللي هي تحت الأرض. في تكون خزانات حارة للمياه، هذا يكون مصدر طاقة أيضا ومجاني، مجرد نستخرج الماء الحار من تحت in those reservoirs. In addition to this, Oman is building the world's largest hydrogen plant, a green hydrogen plant, by 2038. يعني بحدود من الحين إلى 16 سنة قادمة عمان راح تبني أكبر معمل لإنتاج الهيدروجين الأخضر في العالم. الهيدروجين, as you know, is a very fantastic source of energy. الهيدروجين غاز نظيف عند احتراقه ينتج بخار ماء، لا ينتج هذه الغازات الملوثة للبيئة. That is why it's considered as a very clean, attractive source of energy. And Oman is going seriously about considering and developing projects related to green hydrogen, الهيدروجين الأخضر. We call it green hydrogen, هيدروجين أخضر، لأنه صديق للبيئة. إنتاج الهيدروجين يتم عن طريق عمليات صناعية لا تحتوي مصادر ملوثة للبيئة، في حين في دول تنتج الهيدروجين بس هيدروجين العادي اللي ينتج من بروسيس تصدر ملوثات، تبعث انبعاثات ملوثة للبيئة. فهذا الهيدروجين النوع يسميه هيدروجين العادي، يعني براون هيدروجين، هيدروجين البني إذا تحبون if you like to call it. بس الحين في عمان we are going for green hydrogen، الهيدروجين الأخضر اللي صديق للبيئة ولا يتسبب في تلوث البيئة. Also by 2040 and that is the vision of Oman، في عام 2040 متوقع 35 إلى 39% من الطاقة الكهربائية المستخدمة أو المستعملة في منازلنا وفي متاجرنا وفي الصناعة وفي الاستخدامات المختلفة في عمان، 35 إلى 39% من هذه الطاقة الكهربائية راح يكون مصدرها renewable energy أو الطاقة المتجددة. بمعنى إنه بحدود 40% من الطاقة اللي راح نستخدمها في عام 2040 راح تكون قادمة من مصادر نظيفة، طاقة متجددة، يا إما يكون طاقة شمسية أو يكون مصدرها طاقة رياح أو يكون مصدرها geothermal storages، خزانات الماء الحار تحت الأرض، أو تكون مستخدمة من hydrogen green hydrogen. Now you can see with this quick description of the energy sector in Oman and even globally, you can see that how important the energy sector in Oman and worldwide is. And that is part of our mission and vision at Muscat University. So let me now bring you back to the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, and I will explain to you what is our role as a faculty with this big energy sector and the story of energy generation in Oman and globally as well. Here at the Faculty of Engineering and Technology at Muscat University, we have 3 programs, 2 undergraduate programs and 1 postgraduate programs. So the postgraduate program is Master of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering. ماجستير، درجة الماجستير في هندسة الطاقة المتجددة. الشهادة the degree will be master's degree. It's 1 year for full time or 2 years for part-timers. Part-timers we mean that مثلا شخص موظف ويشتغل مثلا من الساعة 8 الصباح إلى الساعة 4 المساء في الدائرة، فممكن enrolled يسجل في هذا البروجرام على الفترة المسائية، فياخذ محاضرات بعد ساعة 4 حتى تناسبه وتناسب ساعات وظيفته. أو في شخص ما هو موظف مثلا، أو موظف في شركة فيها سماحية أو مرونة في ساعات العمل، ممكن يحضر محاضرات يومية أو باستمرار يتابع البروجرام أو يتابع دراسته بشكل منتظم بشكل مستمر يومي، فممكن يسجل فول تايم يخلص في سنة واحدة فقط، بياخذ درجة الماستر in Renewable Energy Engineering. This is the master program, and then we have the 2 undergraduate programs, BEng in Energy Engineering، درجة البكالوريوس في هندسة الطاقة، ودرجة البكالوريوس في الهندسة الكيميائية أو الهندسة الكيميائية. Both 4 years program، 4 سنوات full time، وتكلفة الشهادة نفسها تأخذ درجة البكالوريوس في هندسة الطاقة أو الهندسة الكيميائية بتكون 15,300 ريال عماني فقط. Now we will go through the details of these programs. And you can see that we have master program in renewable energy and we have bachelor program in energy engineering. And we have the chemical engineering program, which is mostly also connected to energy at some part and to the chemical industry in another part. So for the master program in renewable energy engineering, we have 8 courses or 8 modules plus thesis. فعندنا 8 مواد بياخذها الطالب متوزعات على السمسترين. السمستر الأول بتكون Introduction to Renewable Energy Systems, Transport Phenomena, Environmental Impact Analysis, and Research and Project Management. هذه المواد ممكن ياخذها الطالب في السمستر الأول. في السمستر الثاني we have Energy Conversion, Energy Economics and Sustainability, Solar Energy Systems, Wind and Hydro Energy Systems. And you can see the content of this program is very much about energy. This program was designed carefully to take into account all those parameters important for a graduate with the degree of Master in Renewable Energy Engineering. Either you graduated as energy engineer from our program of BEng Energy Engineer, or you have the master program or the master degree as renewable engineering, renewable energy engineering. Then what you will do, where you will go? You will go to any sector or any place or any industry that has energy part in it. And that is almost everywhere. You can work in any plant, in any industry, in oil and gas, in any even commercial places, because everything is using energy, right? So important things that energy engineers can not only work on energy and make how much consumption and how much cost and so on. It's way beyond that. Energy engineers can design a project, يعملون دراسة جدوى، يقترحون سيستم أو عمليات طاقة، توليد طاقة جديدة، تحسين إنتاج الطاقة. Some processes that has low efficiency، كفاءة ليست بالعالية، فيصير خسارة طاقة كثير. Energy engineers, they can improve the process، يحسنون عملية إنتاج الطاقة إلى الدرجة اللي يصعدون إنتاج الطاقة ويحسنون كفاءة العمليات. And now there is a high demand on the position of energy efficiency engineer. Not only that, energy engineers not only designing processes or energy plant or energy sources, and not only improving and working on enhancing the efficiencies, but cost saving as well. Very simple example about energy engineers. الطاقة المستخدمة في الأبنية اللي احنا بنشتغل فيها، في كثير من الطاقة ممكن تطلع من خلال الشبابيك وفتحات الأبنية، ومن خلال فتحات الأبواب. كثير من الطاقة تطلع إلى الجو وتكون هذه خسارة في الطاقة. نوعية الزجاج المستخدم في الشبابيك، نوعية المادة المستخدمة في الأبواب، نوعية المادة المستخدمة في بناء الجدران، ممكن تسرب طاقة ولا لا، تسرب حرارة مثلا. الحين احنا جالسين في بناية مكيفة، قد تكون الحرارة هنا 22 أو 23 درجة مئوية، في الخارج الحرارة تقريبا خلينا نقول 30 أو 35 درجة مئوية. ففي حرارة عالية في الخارج بتحاول تدخل إلى البناية، لأن هنا الجو أو الحرارة واطية، جو بارد داخل البناية. احنا نحاول نقلل من هذا التأثير. An energy engineer is required to do this optimization of the energy in the building, energy utilization. Energy engineers can be part of anything. In the rocket, space rocket processes, it's all about energy, right? Oil and gas industries, refineries, it's about energy. How much you consume energy to produce oil or to produce gas. كل مؤسسة سواء كانت صناعية أو تجارية أو حتى منزلية بتستهلك طاقة. And that is what we need. We need energy engineers to look into all this story and make the best of it. For the bachelor degree in energy engineering, we have 3 academic years and 1 industry training year. So here what we can see. In the first year, these are the subjects that you will take, separated or distributed over 2 semesters, semester 1 and semester 2, taking few subjects from here in semester 1 and a few subjects and the others in semester 2. And then we have year 2, we'll cover these subjects. And then third year will be a placement year, where you go and join one company or join the energy sector or energy industry, to have a real life training, an industry training. And after the placement year, you come back to the university for the 4th year. And these are the subjects for the 4th year. After that, you will graduate, inshallah, with a bachelor degree in energy engineering. What about chemical engineers? The basic fundamentals or the basic understanding of chemical engineers, that they utilize raw material, process them, and produce useful product through the application of science, economics, and mathematics. So for example, you have any plant, نباتات اللي تنتج مادة المطاط، مادة أولية, raw material. A chemical engineer will take that type of material, process it through chemical processes, and produce a very useful, high quality rubber أو مطاط. Oil and gas. نعرف الكرود أويل هو خليط من مواد كثيرة وغير قابل للاستخدام بطريقة الطبيعية اللي يستخرج من آبار النفط. فchemical engineers مع petroleum engineers مع other type or disciplines of engineers process this crude oil, النفط الخام, to produce gasoline, benzene, to produce diesel and fuel for jet fuels, and all other spectrum of all those type of fuels. فالمبدأ إنه بنستخدم المواد الأولية أو المواد الخام، بنعالجها، بننتج منها منتجات مفيدة. So chemical engineers almost are everywhere. In food industry, in automobile industry, صناعة السيارات لأنه يعملون أجزاء في داخل السيارة. Food industry, صناعة الأدوية، معالجة المياه، صناعات البيولوجية، حتى صناعات الفضاء. السوفت وير المشهور اللي يعرف بفلوينت Fluent Software was developed in the Department of Chemical Engineering at Sheffield University. And that Fluent Software is used for aerospace industry في الصناعات الفضائية. سوفتوير مهم في الصناعات الفضائية تطور عن طريق الهندسة الكيميائية. الهندسة الكيميائية قسم الهندسة الكيميائية في جامعة شيفيلد في إنجلترا. معالجة المياه. Almost 1,400 children die every day around the world because of unsafe water and poor sanitation. Chemical engineers, they come up with a new process and new technology. They invented bio-sand filters, cheap to manufacture and very effective to purify unsafe water and make it safe drinking water. Pure chemical engineers. التيشو. Professor Langer, he is the father of tissue, who invented the tissue, and he was a chemical engineer. Professor Jaden from Columbia University invented production procedure of penicillin. اخترع طريقة إنتاج البنسلين وهو دواء مشهور ومهم. At the same time, Professor Jaden اللي اخترع قسم الهندسة البايوكيميكال انجينيرنج. chemical engineering. rocket science. صناعة الصواريخ الفضائية. combination of oxygen and fuel. combustion happening. احتراق للفيول لمصدر الوقود لإنتاج طاقة تدفع الصاروخ إلى الفضاء. عملية الاحتراق. This is a pure chemical engineering, and chemical engineers work on that. So you look around you, you will find chemical engineers in everywhere. And a very important part of the work that's been done by chemical engineers is the scale up. يعني في تجربة صغيرة لإنتاج منتج معين في المختبر, chemical engineers, they scale it up to a factory or a plant. يعني يصممون المصانع الضخمة. كثير من المنتجات اللي حولنا أنتجت عن طريق chemical engineers. مساحيق التنظيف, الأصباغ, معالجة الأخشاب, المواد المطاطية, البلاستيك, oil and gas, صناعة النفط والغاز. If you look around you in your room, I doubt you will find one single product inside your room that has nothing to do with chemical engineers. So chemical engineers are in everywhere. And this is the subject or the curriculum of chemical engineering program in our faculty. Similar to the energy engineering program, we have the 3 academic years and 1 placement year, which is the 3rd year. So in the first year, these are the subjects that you will take. And the 2nd year, here you go with those subjects. And then you will go for a placement year in industry, and that will be relevant industry, chemical industry. And then you come back to the university for the last year. And these are the subjects for the last year. Then you will graduate, inshallah, with bachelor degree in chemical engineering. With here, we end up to the conclusion that beside the chemical industry that's booming and also progressing fast in Oman, the energy sector is booming now. And that is why in the Faculty of Chemical and Technology at Muscat University, we are focusing on a very important subjects and programs that will benefit the country in Oman and also will benefit the society at large globally. And those are the energy sector and the chemical chemical industry sector. I strongly believe that those programs, they will equip you with a very solid background to join the energy sector and the industry sector, and will be a successful engineer in the future. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hi, and welcome to this Muscat University webinar. I hope you have received all the information you need to make Muscat University your first choice for your higher education studies. My name is Ayman, and in this section, I will explain the stages of your application process. First, to apply, you need to prepare a soft copy of all the required documents for your application. If you're applying for bachelor programs, you need a copy of your high school certificates, passport, personal photograph. If you are applying for master's programs, you need to prepare the following: graduate certificate copy, transcript copy, IELTS certificate with an overall score of 6, your CV, personal statement, passport, and personal photograph. Second step. Now that you have all your documents, applying online for your Muscat University degree is our preferred way. It's the fastest and the easiest way to provide all the information our admissions staff will need to consider your application. Visit our website and click on the Apply Now button to take you to the application dashboard. Now you are ready to start your application. The third and the final step is getting your offer ready. We will evaluate and review your application. This will take 2 to 3 days. After the review, you will receive either conditional or unconditional offer from us. Muscat University provides special discounts of up to 46% for all the bachelor programs. We also provide up to 25% for all our master programs. Muscat University also provides an easy payment plans. You can only pay 222 riyal per month and get your bachelor degrees. Or you can pay 125 riyals a month and get your master degrees. If you have any questions on our scholarships, entry requirements, and program details, please send an email to study@muscatuniversity.edu.om or call 2464 5444. Thank you very much for tuning in to this webinar.